this is hunting in Texas. I switched blinds because mine's not been productive. So I'm sitting in my friend Barry Castle's blind. He shot a nice buck, beautiful 10-point, the first, second day we were here. This is a couple days into the hunt now, 5 days, and I haven't seen a buck that was worth shooting. But let me give you an idea of what Texas hunting is like. This is the blind I'm in. Shelves everywhere, cup of coffee. Don't tell my wife about the Snickers bar. Kindle. My cell phone is on charge on a battery pack. Had ear protection, bottles of water everywhere, heaters. I am living large. It's hard to really call this hunting. Just a few weeks ago, I was in Montana, where I live, for a mule deer hunt. Rob Cook, chief over at DFW Airport, fire department, was with me, and his wife. And we hiked hard. He got himself his first mule deer buck, and he worked hard for it. This is like the complete opposite. I am just lounging here. I know a lot of people wouldn't even consider this hunting, but I'll tell you, I enjoy it very much. It's not the same challenge that I have in Montana, that's for sure, which I love. But it's different. I get to see the animals, the deer here, and their behavior much more intensely. I can watch them for long periods of time. The feeders and the protein pellets, you can see what difference it makes or doesn't make. And I don't know. I enjoy it. It's almost more like a wildlife management, where the other is just, I guess, wildlife harvesting. Not that wildlife needs management from me. It's done fine for thousands of years, but I am enjoying this. I love watching them. I love setting up the feeders. I love tinkering around the camp here. And this is something, again, for any of my brothers and sisters, I try and bring this up. This is an example that there's types of hunting you can do forever until you just can't get out of bed. It doesn't always have to be the intense physical strain of hiking for elk in Montana. There's all levels, whatever suits you at the moment. It's also a great place to bring kids, to break them in. The fishing here in the Brazos River through the lease has been really good, catfish. We had a fish fry the other night. One of the guys, Warren, fed us with fish he'd been catching throughout the year. So, I don't know, I get enjoyment out of this. It's not the challenge of Montana, it's more of a patient waiting. But here it's the preparation all year long, setting up the shooting lanes, setting up the feeders, grooming the place. And I guess I'm in love with all of it, every bit of it. And like I said, this is something for the people that are not used to it, that you should be open to it. It's something you can do into old age. A lot of members out there that have injuries, some severe. This is a way to hunt. It's not going to limit you at all. And it's a great way to break kids in because it's manageable, the exertion. It's easy to stay right with them, watch them. And let's face it, kids need to be productive or they'll get bored quick. And if my grandson wants to play some video games on his phone or whatever, I don't discourage that. By letting him fool with things like that, I find that the kids can sit longer. So instead of it being an hour and the kid's fidgeting all over, like all young teenagers do, I get 2 or 3 hours out of him sometimes if he's got enough here to occupy his mind. So, Texas hunting. And let me open up the window here, and I'll show you where the feeder is. So, that road has got corn on it all the way down, and at the end is the feeder. There's the feeder. So by next year, we're going to expand the fence around his feeder and around mine at the other blind. And in addition to corn, I'll have protein feeders out there too. So that's about it. Now it's just time to wait and be patient. And waiting here and being patient, as you can see, is not so terrible. I am living large here.